Welcome to the video. Welcome to the bar. I'm gonna be making some cocktails here tonight. Two of them. They're both gonna have fire on them. I've never made them before, but it should be fun. I'm gonna follow a recipe. I'm not making this up. It's a daiquiri with fire on top. I'm Ihor. I sing in a band called Television Skies. Welcome to our YouTube channel. We're gonna do a daiquiri in this glass. We're gonna chill this glass with ice, and that'll be chilling while we build the drink in the shaker. First thing you need in your daiquiri is 2 ounces of rum. I'm using Bacardi Superior White Rum because it's good for mixing cocktails, and it is relatively cheap. We're gonna do 2 ounces of this. Spill a whole bunch on the thing. That's usually do it. We're gonna do 1 ounce of lime juice. Fill it out up to the top. This one we don't want to spill. We want to just, all of it goes in. This is just simple syrup. We're gonna do 1 ounce of simple syrup. Boom. In it goes. I like to use the ice that I was using to chill this glass, just because it saves ice. And since I make ice here in my bar, I want to save as much ice as I possibly can. So we're gonna throw that ice in there. Now we're gonna cover it up. Seal the top, give it an old shake. I like to shake these until there's a nice froth. This is gonna go in our glass. And there you have the daiquiri, but we're not done. We're going to make this flaming daiquiri with fire on top, which I have never done. I have here a lemon. Usually you would use a lime, but they don't say lemons and limes for nothing. So what we're gonna do with this lemon is turn it inside out, essentially. We're just gonna squeeze all of the juice out. We're gonna use all this juice for later. This is all planned. We make a little sort of a boat. This goes just on top. It's like a little garnish. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our rubbing alcohol. We're going to get a little spoon. This just helps for sort of precision. We don't want to get rubbing alcohol all over our cocktail because it really hurts. We're just gonna try to get it inside this lemon ring. You don't want too much, just a little. This part is the part I've never done. I don't know what's gonna happen. Hopefully this is all good and I don't blow up my kitchen or myself or you. I want to make sure that I light just the inside of this thing. Hopefully the whole thing doesn't boom and explode all everywhere. That would be good. And that is a daiquiri with fire on top. Before you actually drink this, you obviously want to put the fire out, because then you'll cook your hair off, and your eyebrows, and your nose hairs. And those things are actually useful. You just want to give it a blow, like that, and then you taste it. And that's actually a really good daiquiri. Wow, I'm surprised, because it doesn't taste like rubbing alcohol. Cheers! This next cocktail is called the Dirty Girl, not to be confused with the Dirty Girl Scout. You'll see why it's called the Dirty Girl very shortly. We're going to be using this glass, and we're going to be using our mixing glass instead of our shaker. We start off with a base of gin and vodka. I find that the Bombay, the London Dry, and the Luxusova, they go really well together. I'm going to start with an ounce of vodka. Don't do 2 ounces of each because you're going to have way too much for your glass. Not going to balance out the rest of the ingredients. So we're going to do 1 ounce of vodka. Boom. 1 ounce of vodka in, and 1 ounce of the London Dry. In we go. So that creates a nice strong base for us to work with. Maraschino is a cherry liqueur. It adds a nice sort of sweet flavor to it. We're just gonna do a bar spoon of this. Really don't want to overdo this because this is strong. Just like that. 2 dashes Peychaud's bitters. 3 dashes Regan's orange bitters. That. I like to just kind of eyeball this one. You just want like a dash of Cappelletti or Campari or one of those. Whatever you have at home. Just a splash. Just like that. This is actually raspberry liqueur. All this is raspberries with some sugar. You just let this sit out on the counter. Over time it kind of becomes this liqueur. We're just going to do about half a spoonful like that. Right into the bottom. We don't want to stir this up yet. Moving on, we're going to do 2 dashes of hot sauce. I like this. Cholula's a great brand. Just like that. A lot of hot sauce. It's really important you get enough simple syrup. We're just gonna do about 1/4 of simple syrup. I find this drink can be very aggressive on the bitter end of the spectrum. You can't put too much simple syrup. I mean, you could put too much simple syrup. Like if you made the drink in the bottle of simple syrup, that would be too much. Next thing I like to do is a little cold brew. This is actually coffee that I brewed this about a week and a half ago. It's been sitting in the fridge in this bottle. I like a nice dark bottle. It keeps it nice and cool, and it just helps it become like the right consistency. You want to do 1/2 ounce of cold brew. I like to think the more stale it smells, the better. It really kind of works as a bitter agent with the simple syrup and the Cappelletti perfectly. Stale, old, cold brew. We're just gonna do 1/2 ounce, not a whole lot. Boom. So normally Creme De Violet is used as a coloring ingredient. It actually tastes like violets. If you ever tasted a violet, it tastes really like flowers, kind of shitty and bitter. If you were to imagine the taste of what violet would taste like springtime, this would be that ingredient. As you can see, this drink is looking dirty, hence the name Dirty Girl. You can also see that the cherry liqueur is kind of breaking up inside. But we're gonna do just a bar spoon of Creme De Violet. Really don't want to overdo it. In fact, what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna use this top. I only have one of these because I'm broke, but hey, we're gonna use this. I'm just gonna rinse it off so that we don't get any rubbing alcohol in the Creme De Violet. We're gonna put this on, and I'm gonna be real careful that I don't over pour this, because this stuff, if you pour too much Creme De Violet, your drink is gonna taste like hand soap. We're just gonna pour a bar spoon like that, and you can see that really nice purple color. I don't know if you can see that. You can't see shit, can you? Well, they're gonna put it in the drink, like so. It adds a beautiful flavor. You're gonna taste it at the end. You're gonna be grateful you found this. This stuff actually wasn't sold in the United States for a long time. They just finally legalized it. This is triple sec standard orange liqueur, I suppose. 1/2 ounce of triple sec. These are just green olives. We're not gonna put any olives in yet. We're just gonna do a little olive brine. It really adds that sort of really nice briny olive flavor. We're gonna put in like just 1/4 ounce of olive brine. Grenadine. Grenadine is a pomegranate syrup. We're gonna just do a bar spoon of grenadine. This stuff is very cheap grenadine. I find the cheaper the grenadine, the more corn syrup in your grenadine, the better the Dirty Girl. That's fine. Boom, done. Is that everything? We're gonna use this tonic water towards the end. So that's our mixture right there. I wanna just stir up all that raspberry liqueur. Just a nice light stir. I don't wanna go crazy on that because it's really gonna agitate the grenadine. I'm gonna crack an old ice block into here. Just gonna, yeah. We're gonna just keep whacking at it. What I'm gonna do now, because the other one wasn't quite working, we're just gonna just get a hammer, standard sort of hammer, mallet, hammer, something nice and heavy that you could smash shit with. Just gonna give it a couple little, you don't wanna go too hard, like you wouldn't wanna, okay, so we don't wanna go like that, because then we have to collect shit. All over the place. And it's clean, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna just put all that in. I'm gonna get the nice big pieces. The little ones tend to dilute your drink a little too much. We're gonna break another ice cube. All right, big chunks in. You really wanna fill it up as much as you can. A little dilution is okay. You really don't wanna over dilute it because it really is sort of, there's all these ingredients in this drink and there's not very much of each one. So each one really plays an important role in creating the thing. And at the end, I find you can really appreciate each flavor on its own. So you really don't wanna over dilute it. Boom, ice in, give this a little stir. You know, once the sides start getting nice and chilled, nice and frosty, you know it's cold enough. I find like 30, 40, 45, 46, 47 sometimes. Seconds is good. That's probably good. Like I said, we don't want to over dilute this drink. So we're gonna take our tulip strainer, strain this right into here. Actually, what I want to do before I do that, I almost forgot. Really important step is that you put your ice in first. This is really important that you pour over the ice. So we're gonna pour this over the ice. So we're just gonna pour our mixture, our drink over the ice. And you'll find that that fits real nice. And you can see that beautiful, beautiful color already. I'm gonna top this off with some tonic water. You really don't wanna skimp on tonic water. It's a very simple ingredient. You can get some really nice tonic water for a few extra dollars. It's really important. I'm gonna just top it off. It's not a lot. Just top it off with some tonic water. But what's very important is that you leave a little extra room. And if you did it right, the top ice cube is gonna float a little bit. Now what you wanna do, this actually is Coca-Cola, like a cola extract syrup. So what I'm gonna do is with the bar spoon, I'm gonna scoop a little out and just gently pour it over the top of that ice cube, just like this. Now that's gonna slowly streak down to the bottom. It's a lot heavier. The reason I put it on the ice cube is so that it slips down and pours all the way down to the bottom, so there isn't any, oh man, it's all coming out the side. Oh my God. So you don't want to do that. So, and you can see how the bottom is this layer of dark brown cola. This drink looks great. It looks almost done. Not completely done yet because we don't have a fire on it. And that's the whole point of this. So we're gonna get our rubbing alcohol out again. This is what I'm talking about. Apparently this shit lights on fire, so 190 proof. You wanna burn a hole in your throat. It's good. Actually, before I do that, I can't forget, because once there's a fire on top, I can't put the garnish in, I can't put the olives in. It's important to do that now. I'm just gonna fish out some olives. So these are just green olives for garnish. I like to do about 2, because one, like, that's lonely. That looks lonely. He's just like a little olive on a stick. We're gonna do 2. And we're just gonna do 1 because I can't do 2. It's gonna be a lonely olive, but that's fucking okay. I like to set him just like that so he doesn't sink. Because if I just dumped it, I mean it would just sink, so yeah. Before we get the fire going, I'd like to pinch a little salt right on this ice cube. We're just gonna make a little pile of salt. Now this next step is pretty important because we can potentially ruin the whole drink. This is the Peychaud's bitters. We're gonna do this again, but we're just gonna dab the salt. We don't wanna get any or as little as possible of this into the cocktail itself. So we're gonna carefully, we're not even gonna do a dash. We're just gonna let it drip out onto this salt just to soak that salt up. Nice, that's perfect. We got our Everclear rubbing alcohol. I'm going to use this, just the regular spoon again. I'm going to just pour this onto the ice cube. We want to keep it as far away from the olive and the toothpick as possible. So we're just going to try to get this on the ice, on the salt, on the ice cube, just like that. We're going to take a match. Okay, we're going to do this we're going to give this another shot. What this is doing is melting away the ice, but only where the salt went, okay? We're making a little cavity in the ice cube. Now this would be better with some kind of a lighter or blowtorch or something, because you're gonna have to use so many matches. But just heat up the ice cube, just sort of melt it away. Now, I have rosemary scented matches, which give the ice a nice sort of rosemary fragrance. That's optional. But now we're gonna add a little Everclear. We're gonna pour it on just like that, and it's gonna coat the top. All right, this isn't gonna sink to the bottom, and you know, you don't wanna wait too long because eventually it sort of combines with the rest of the cocktail. And we're just gonna give it another match. And let that slowly light. Now, as that's happening, something that I think is I really enjoy. We're actually gonna take this off of the fabric because that can be a little dangerous. And a little salt adds for some effect. You get that fire going, you know, the sound of a crackling fire. You know, something else you can do is get nice cedar toothpicks. It gives the drink a nice cedar, smoky kind of flavor. It comes around that ice, and the olive juices sort of seep out. You get a really nice sort of olive flavored drink. And then before you take a sip, you just want to, you know, throw your straw in. I like to use these metal ones because they conduct chill really well. You would serve this at this point. Boom. And you throw your straw in. You want to wait till this fire peters out because you don't want the straw to heat up. You don't want your guests to burn their lips or their tongue. Drop your straw in. At this point, this drink is ready to be enjoyed, and you can see how nice this olive looks. It looks like a fucking shish kebab. Great. That's exactly what you want. Like that. Nice sort of seared, burned toothpick. Just have a sip, have a taste, a moment of truth. The fragrance is very, it's very briny on top. That's so bad. See, it's just, fuck. That's so bad. I can't swallow it, I can't. That's a dirty girl. Try one. Don't make that. Don't make that drink ever. If you make this drink, I will sue you. For your own good. Don't ever try this. Don't make this drink. Don't ever make this drink. The toothpicks don't stick together. Catastrophe. The ice, the fucking straw. Who can drink out of that? I did like this one though. This one was okay. That's a cocktail. We have the daiquiri with fire on top. Very good. And we have a dirty girl. I'm gonna drink that. That's shit. It's so bad. It's not like poop. It's not like if you were gonna eat or drink poop. But it's like... like... I can't. It's fucking horrible. I can't. What the fuck? It's like bitter. It's like... Which one is it? It's like if you ate wet felted wool with the soap and everything in hot water while it's on fire, while it burned. Dirty girl can go to hell, as far as I'm concerned. That's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. I recommend the first one, but I don't recommend the second one. It's too fucking long anyway. Thank you for watching. I love you. Subscribe, like, comment, all that other shit. And I'll see you in the next video. Yes. See you in the next video. I need a shot. Oh my gosh.